Hello, and welcome to Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter, a podcast where Dr. O from All Creatures Every Spine interviews doctors and animal owners that utilize animal chiropractic to get their unique perspectives. Yes, it's really a thing. Dr. O utilizes his 30 years of experience as both an animal chiropractor and veterinarian, and to dig deep into the discussion of complex issues affecting the lives of your animal friends and companions. Join us for this educational episode. Thanks for joining us for this portion of the episode as Dr. O begins to answer the question, what is animal chiropractic? He will look at how the chiropractic adjustment is a valuable and viable treatment for what ails your animals.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter. I'm Dr. O, and I'm so glad you could join me today. Let me start with a simple question. What is animal chiropractic? Animal chiropractic is a natural form of healthcare that focuses on the relationship between the spine, the nervous system, and how the body moves and functions. Just like people, animals can experience spinal misalignments that affect their health, comfort, and performance. When the spine isn't moving properly, nerves can become irritated, muscles may tighten, and joints may not work the way they should. Over time, this can lead to pain, stiffness, or changes in how your pet behaves. Now here's the challenge. Our pets can't tell us with words that something is wrong. They show us in other ways, through movement, posture, or even attitude. So what are the signs you should look for? Limping or favoring a leg, even if x-rays show no fracture. Difficulty climbing stairs, jumping on furniture, or getting in the car. Changes in posture, like a hunched back, head tilt, or one hip sitting higher than the other. Decreased performance in working or athletic animals, such as horses refusing jumps, or dogs slowing down in agility courses. Unexplained changes in behavior. Maybe they seem grumpy, restless, or don't want to be touched in certain areas. Dragging toes, stumbling, or loss of coordination, muscle loss, or uneven muscle tone on one side of the body. These are just a few of the red flags that tell us the spine might not be functioning properly. When a trained animal chiropractor examines your pet, they look for these subtle signs of spinal misalignment or restriction. With gentle, specific adjustments, the goal is to restore motion to the spine and allow the nervous system to work as it should. The results? Many times, pets regain mobility, perform better, and simply enjoy a better quality of life. And remember, chiropractic doesn't replace your veterinarian's care. Instead, it complements it, giving your pet a more complete approach to wellness. So the next time you notice your pet moving differently, acting uncomfortable, or just not being themselves, it could be a sign of a spinal issue. Don't ignore the signals. They're your pet's way of asking for help. Thank you all for tuning in today, and always remember the body heals one way only, above, down, inside, and out. So keep your atlas adjusted. Have a great day.
Make sure to visit our website, allcreatureseveryspine.com, where you can subscribe to the show and learn more about getting your animals adjusted. If you are in the Meridian, Texas area, drop in on a Tuesday afternoon to get your animals adjusted. If that isn't possible, schedule a consultation on your animal's health with Dr. O. You can also purchase a copy of Dr. O's book, Yes, It's Really a Thing.
What is going on, everyone? My name is Stan Smith. I'm the CEO of X-Dog, and the inventor of the X-Dog Weight and Fitness Vest. What is the X-Dog Weight and Fitness Vest? In a nutshell, it is the world's greatest harness for dogs. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're looking to build muscle, combat obesity, address anxiety issues, high energy, you want to suppress that energy level. If you just want to take the average walk and turning into a health improving workout, we made it so convenient to exercise your dog that you literally only need about 30 seconds a day. It doesn't matter if you're doing basic obedience training or compete at high level dog sports or in protection sports, the X-Dog Weight and Fitness Vest can enhance it and take any type of daily lifestyle to the next level. If you want to be part of our mission of eliminating canine obesity or just being a part of our team, make sure you go to teamxdog.com. As always, man, I want to thank you for your time and your support, and Team X-Dog strong.
Your active dog needs more than water to rehydrate. Replenish Dog Water Supplement is an all-natural powdered water flavoring, prevents dehydration and provides vitamins for your dog. Created by a veterinarian and rooted in science. Give your dog the care they deserve with Replenish.
Standard Process is a third-generation family-owned company in rural Wisconsin. You could say we just make nutritional supplements, but we know we're changing lives. We grow ingredients on our own certified organic farm without pesticides or herbicides, because we think they should be as close to nature as possible. Quality is our priority. That's why we do everything right here, from hand-picking the seeds to delivery, so you know exactly what goes into every bottle.
Join us as Dr. O interviews a certified chiropractor, veterinarian, or an animal owner. These enthusiastic people explain how they utilize animal chiropractic to alter the lives of the animals in their communities.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter. I'm your host, Dr. O. And once again, thank you all for coming. Today, on Who is Animal Chiropractic, we have Dr. Calle Miller with us. Tell us about your practice.
Okay, so I started my practice about 2.5 years ago. I'm out here in Prescott, Arizona, in central to northern Arizona. We see mainly horses, but we also see a lot of dogs. Our dog side of the practice has grown quite a bit. And I started my practice when my son was 3 months old. So we have been growing in our business side, and then also having a toddler running around now. He's almost 3. So it's been a really fun journey to be a business owner, be an animal chiropractor, and a mom.
Cool. And they work well together, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And your son goes with you?
In the beginning, he did go with me. Now he's a little bit older and wanting to play with the animals. So he gets to go to daycare for a couple hours a day while I'm seeing some of the dogs. And he really likes horses, so we've got to be a little bit more alert on that, which can be challenging with some of our animals that are in a little more pain.
Yes. Yes, always important to keep an eye on the little ones. But, Robert grew up in, playing and eating in his sandbox was the arena sand, right?
Yeah.
So the health benefits, we could, look at that sometime, the health benefits of arena sand.
Yes.
There's all kinds of reasons that is better for you than, being shut up.
Yeah.
So.
And really being able to introduce him to so many of my clients, and just, the whole socialization aspect of he's getting to meet people that he wouldn't get to meet. And I have the freedom in my schedule to be able to bring him along with me, which is really awesome. I really love it.
Yeah. I remember seeing pictures of you adjusting with him on your back, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, we did have a few of those. He was really sick that day and didn't want me to put him down. So there was a few of them that I knew that the horses were really good. So I was willing to do that.
Yeah. Well, and I had an autistic son, and he was my handler. for a long time.
Yeah.
Because that way I knew where he was, and then I knew I could protect him if I had to.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was kind of a special thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your biggest win with animal chiropractic besides the family time, obviously?
My biggest win, I think, is some of the cases that I've had recently that have just been, they've gone to the vet and they've gotten no diagnoses, and then, or, lots of things going on. They try animal chiropractic and their pet gets significantly better. I think that's just time and time again that I really love being able to be an asset to the veterinary medicine world of like, hey, let's incorporate this together because we can help get more pets better and not have to use as many drugs if we can. Right.
And drugs are not going to get cheaper in the near future.
Right.
And with the new some of the new policies that are going to go into effect, I think now is an excellent time to be an animal chiropractor.
Absolutely.
We're looking at small farms, I think, again, are going to come back.
Yeah.
Dr. Amy and I just picked up a 45 cow dairy herd the other day.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, they're a manufacturer of raw milk cheeses.
Yeah.
And that's how they make most of their money. And then, of course, their donation only for some of their other fresher products.
Nice.
So, yeah, and we're going to adjust some cows and sheep because they make some sheep cheese.
Ooh, yum.
Yeah, it is yum. It's definitely a different flavor, but, and then it'll be interesting to see if there's a difference in the cheese taste.
Yeah.
We know that chiropractically adjusted meat tastes better. So
Yep.
Maybe the same. Who knows? Yeah, so it's exciting to be, what was the most unique animal you've adjusted so far?
Well, I've got a cat, so I don't see a lot of cats, but we had this one owner called me and cat named Steve, and Steve has been phenomenal to work with. He's one of my very few cats I take care of. I've got this corgi, which we all know that corgis can be special creatures in themselves. That was referred to a specialist, and the introductory price to get into the specialist was over $10,000. And because they didn't know what was going on, and the owner himself had some back issues, and they're like, let's just try chiropractic. And we have taken that dog from being mopey and sad and not hardly like. He didn't have any paralyzation issues. He just was really stiff and not really wanting to move, to now he's back to running around with his the other corgis in the house and actually feisty and more of his normal self. And that's been probably my biggest, exciting thing that has really, huge turnaround.
So my question then always goes to, you made a huge turnaround with him, and there's other corgis in the house.
And I take care of them too, yeah.
Right.
They're starting to notice that, he's getting better. Let's take care of they've got 3 corgis, so I've now taken care of 2 and working on getting the 3rd one under care as well. So it's super awesome.
Yeah, that sometimes is sometimes hard and sometimes easy. Some people, for instance, we had a lady that was bringing dogs to class. She would bring all of her Rhodesian Ridgebacks to class, and she would bring 4 to 6 of them once a month.
Yeah.
And she called me up one day and she goes, my dachshund is paralyzed. Do you think chiropractic could help? I was just like,
yeah.
So now she brings her Rhodesians and her 7 dachshunds.
Nice. That's so good. What a good win.
Yes. But sometimes it feels like we talk and talk and talk, and then finally we get the right connections made, and whether it's something that we said differently or something that the client heard differently.
Yeah.
It could be either one or, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was taking care of some of my very first clients. I was taking care of, they've got 2 Mustangs. And then we got to talking one day about, because they've got a couple dogs too. And they're like, oh, do you think chiropractic care could help my dog? And I was like, absolutely. So we got to talk more about that. And the dog suffers from seizures. And, we've actually seen a decrease in the amount of seizures and the length and frequency of them too, which has been really good for her, and making the owner so much more be able to hold her through those seizures that they were so scary before. And now they're a lot calmer and she's not so out of it, which has been really cool.
Yeah, that's always exciting, because seizures are difficult, and most people want to get rid of seizures, and that's not the ideal goal.
Right. Yeah.
So anyway, it's definitely, because every creature has a seizure threshold.
Right.
And, and a lot of people don't understand what causes seizures, just increased brain activity. And you don't want to decrease brain activity necessarily. So usually what happens is the seizure threshold gets lowered because of stress, subluxations, toxins, whatever,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really, because we lived with seizures for a lot of years in our household,
Mm-hmm.
and they're scary. The first one's always scary.
Yeah.
Definitely. So what do you wish? I know. I heard you talk one time about a 12-point safety check you do.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I still do my safety checks, and it really surprises, especially my horse owners, of like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that my horse might not know where his legs are. They hadn't really thought about it in that capacity. And even like, I worked on a barrel racing horse last night, and it's for this lady's daughter. And I'm like, we want to make sure that your horse is safe while she's loping around and she's just getting started. Like, let's just incorporate of like, we need to be safe. And this is a really great safety check for those two. And they really appreciate it that I look at it that way, not just checking another box.
Yeah. Now we have, I think when you came, we were talking about the safety check and doing that, but we actually have a form now.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It comes in a pad, but anyway, it's a 12-point musculoskeletal check on one side and a 12-point safety check on the other.
Nice. And yeah, I really like to see that. I think a lot of owners would really like that. I've noticed that they really like being able to, like, if I hand them a piece of paper right away of like, hey, these are some of the things that we talked about, and then a more integrated receipt if they want more details. They've been really liking that, something physical to like, wow, look at all these things that we got cleared up today.
Yeah, that's huge. Because, and I talk to people all the time and they're like, he's still doing it, doctor. And I'm like, no, you mean again? No, still. But if you have that paper that says, okay, he was doing it when he wasn't doing it, now he's doing it again.
Yeah.
How long before he did it again,
Yeah, I really like from that talk you did at the ABC. I really liked that, and I've already started incorporating. Is it or is it still? And that's been really good to help some of my owners really think about like, oh, you're right, that has slowed down, or it did stop and now it's back up again. So I really like that.
Yeah, that's still and again, yes. So. Which I can't remember. Was that this year or last year?
That was this year.
This year. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Still again. When I ran into the wall.
Yeah, I don't think you ran into the wall at this one.
Oh, okay. It was earlier. So that was something that I had never done before, but I was talking about how on rechecks, you know, how we the owners to do a recheck.
Yeah.
And we show them the recheck and we say, so once your animal's subluxated, and this is how you tell, he can't turn to the left or he drags a foot, he's actually on the way towards death. Because the health pendulum swings.
Right.
And you're either going towards health and wellness or towards death.
Yeah.
And so when you know you're subluxated, if you don't get adjusted, you're continuing towards death. And if you wait an extra 2 weeks or an extra 4 weeks, and then I ran into the wall and said, oh, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's important that, and I think the owners recognize, you know, that when we teach them, it empowers them to come back again.
Yeah.
So, what do you wish all the chiropractors that weren't certified in your area knew about animal chiropractic?
That there is a difference in how the spine works between a, person on 2 legs versus 4 legs. That it is important to actually be understand the anatomy and be certified to take care of these animals.
Yeah, you can't toggle the atlas very well on a horse or a dog.
No, or in side posture, no, that is not for animals.
Yes. I like them standing. Not laying dogs. I know a couple chiropractors that lay dogs down to work on them, and I'm like, no, it's easier, I think, when they're standing up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I've had one paralyzed dog where, she was laying down because that's just the direction that she was in, and we were able to help her just have a little bit more quality of life while she was at the end of life for her. And it was really interesting to be able to being able to adjust in all the positions that you need to, because she was a big dog, but owners really just wanted her to be as comfortable as possible.
Yeah. And that's a huge thing, is that, defining better sometimes is what I want to call it, a personal choice.
Right.
The veterinarian may have said that, well, she's not any better after you got done adjusting her. Because she still can't do X, Y, and Z, but the owner said, hey, she feels better.
Yeah.
And and we had an older dog come in that was paralyzed, and we got her up and moving. Not very good. If I was concerned, not very good.
Right.
And I was actually talked to the people about, maybe it was a waste of time and money to come see me. And they said, well, wait a minute, let me introduce you to somebody. And it was the Down syndrome gal that owned the dog. So they had to go out to the car to get her and bring her in. And Mom explained to me that it took 45 minutes to get the daughter out of the house every morning. And so when Daisy, the dog, couldn't go outside on her own, she couldn't eat on her own, and basically if Daisy couldn't take care of herself, then Daisy couldn't stay around because there just wasn't enough time in the day.
Right.
For 2 handicapped people.
Yeah.
And so for them, just the fact that Daisy she wasn't in any pain. She just moved really slow because she was older. And for them, that was all they wanted. It was better. And Daisy was still with us.
Yeah.
And, and who are we to decide what is quality of life, what episode it is, We have a lot of horses that come here to die. And in fact, all the horses you worked on in class, had come here to die.
Yeah.
They got here, and obviously they didn't, because we talked to the owner and said, hey, I think we have some life left in us and we can teach some students. We're not in pain, and so what do you think? We buy these horses for $1 and
Yeah.
they stick around. All of our horses this morning were up on top of the hill, and it's for those people that have never been here, it's a 200-foot drop, and it was time for food. And instead of going the long way around, which would have been about 1.5 miles, and it would have been easy if they had short legs, right?
Yeah.
They came straight down the hill. All of our old horses that have bad legs supposedly chose to just walk down the hill straight.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, they obviously were feeling pretty good this morning. So, what would you tell chiropractic students about getting started early?
I'd say like I know when I was in school, I was the only one in my class who wanted to do animal chiropractic. And if that's a big passion, no matter what anybody else is doing around you, like follow your dreams, follow your passion, like get your hands on animals, reach out to you guys and like just get the conversation started to see like what you can do and how you can get going, because not everybody is fortunate enough to, have all the animal experience. Like I've been around horses for 20 years and not everybody has that, or had a family dog, or, whatever gets them really inspired about animal chiropractic. But like, get going and get started as far as like talking to other people, or maybe shadowing or mentoring, like being a mentor with another animal chiropractor that's in town. I know that there's quite a few in South Carolina, and just, be brave and call them on the phone or send them a message or a text and say, hey, I'd really like to shadow you, or, if that's an option. And I know we talked about it a little bit of like, not maybe for students, but like sometimes you do have to, pay to play, and the experience that you're going to get out of that. And just by learning through, just hearing everything and watching that doctor be able to be in their art is amazing. That student that I talked to last night, or barrel racer mom, their daughter is going to go into vet school. And I said, hey, I really think you should talk to your daughter about animal chiropractic, because the amount of freedom that you have in your schedule, and you don't need a bunch of tools. You just need your adjusting bail in your hands, and the amount of things that you can really do for your practice, wherever, small animal, large animal, not sure what she wants to do, but, raised sheep her whole entire life. Like, go do that. Go take that food animal class when you get ready to go. And
yeah, you bet. And it is a whole quality of life thing. I mean, veterinarians have notoriously, we have a bad work-life balance, Chiropractors don't.
I mean, you can, but like, you don't have to.
You don't have to, no. And animal chiropractic is kind of a nice balance.
Yeah.
So cool. What do you wish all the animal owners knew in your practice area?
Well, I definitely need to be doing more education, because I just got a text message a little bit ago of like, hey, is my dog too old for chiropractic? Like, that's a big thing, that, they're not too old to get started. If we can keep them comfortable, giving chiropractic a try for your pet and having an open mind to say, oh, wow, like, I'm going to give this a go, and maybe it not being the last resort.
Yeah. So I asked you a little bit ago about which talk it was, what year, but because last year I gave a talk about when not to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't adjust an octopus.
Right.
Because he has no spine.
Correct.
don't adjust if you're in a bad mood.
Right.
Don't do that. And then otherwise, probably pretty much there's really no reason not to adjust as long as he's still breathing.
Yeah.
Except for like a metabolic bone disease or something, which is pretty rare in dogs and cats and horses. But some exotic animals, maybe, but yeah, but pretty much. So if he's breathing, he should have an adjustment.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are surprised of like, oh, I didn't know that animal chiropractic could help, whatever's going on. Or I get a lot up here of, oh, I get adjusted for myself. I never really thought about it for my animal, because up here in Prescott, Arizona, we're very much a retirement community. So there's a lot of people who go see the chiropractor regularly just to feel better. And I remind people in the people side of my practice of like, hey, you come here and get adjusted whether you're feeling good or you're feeling bad, because we want to keep you moving and grooving as much as we can, as you go and travel or see your grandkids or whatever you really want to do, go play golf or sit on the couch, like just be able to have the quality of life that you really want.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. And it's huge. So any parting words of wisdom that you might have?
Well, get started. That's one big one. And it's not always going to be, up and up all the time. You're going to have low points and you're going to have high points, but just keep riding that roller coaster, because it's going to work out.
It is. Yes, definitely going to work out. How do I get a hold of you if I'm in your neck of the woods and I have an animal I want to get adjusted?
Well, we are on Facebook and we're on Instagram. We're at Trailblazer Chiropractic, or you can send a text or give us a call. And we are currently the only ABCA animal chiropractor in our area. So we're hoping to get more soon. I know we've got one lady who is graduating soon, but there's definitely a need. So reach out and we'll get you taken care of.
All right. And also the ACES alumni website.
Yes.
If you've got your new information on there. So. Yeah. Have you got your stuff in there yet?
I need to.
Website? Yeah, check it out.
I got the new website. Everything has been updated. We were having some Google issues for a while, but now everything is got all the correct phone numbers and everything like that.
Well, so the new ACES alumni page is your own website.
Sweet.
It's
okay.
Yeah, go check it out and then get your information on there.
I will.
Before the end of the year, because then he's going to start. We won't update it as often. So,
okay.
Right. Thank you so much. And everybody listening, remember, the body heals one way and one way only: above, down, inside out. Keep that atlas adjusted.
If you are or know a veterinarian or chiropractor, or a student of either of these professions, visit our website, Animal Chiropractic Education Source, to see how to become certified in animal chiropractic. Start improving the lives of the animals around you. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the ACES channels so that you never miss an exciting episode.